Worldpay have just released the 10th edition of their Global Payments Report, and it is filled with fascinating insights on how the payment landscape is evolving. Today, I want to share three findings that stood out for me. Firstly, digital payments. This is an area that's seen explosive growth over the past decade, and there is no sign of this letting up. Digital payments grew from 34% of global e commerce value in 2014 to 66% in 2024, precisely reversing shares with cash and cards. By 2030, digital payments will account for nearly 80% of global e commerce value. This includes digital wallets, account to account, buy now, pay later, and cryptocurrencies. Consumers are also getting more comfortable reaching for their phones at the till. The share of digital payments in stores went from just 3% of global transaction value in 2014 to 38% in 2024. I don't think we can refer to this as an alternative payment anymore. It's become the norm and is really a reflection of the digital era we're living in today. Consumers want convenience, ease, frictionless experiences, and more personalization. Now, we all know that technology moves quickly, and longer term, we could see the smartphone dethroned as things like wearables and biometric payments become more credible alternatives. But in the meantime, what does this mean for more traditional forms of payment like cash and cards? Well, my second takeaway from the report is that cards are still wildly relevant, and that's primarily because of their role within digital wallets. WorldPay survey revealed that 56% of global consumers use cards to fund their digital wallets. But we're also seeing a lot of innovation coming from the card networks, offering installment payments and more streamlined experiences for consumers. The world is changing, but with disruption comes innovation. In fact, by 2030, MasterCard will have phased out manual card entry in Europe. The final thing I want to share with you is the story with cash. And as you'd expect, this is a little bit more nuanced. Globally, cash use is still in decline, but it's happening at a slower rate now. Even in markets like the Nordics, which is probably the closest thing we have to a cashless society, even there, WorldPay is predicting a floor of point-of-sale cash use of around 4% of transaction value. Cash appears to be a timeless economic utility. If you'd like to learn more about global and regional trends and insights across 40 markets, along with future payment predictions, make sure to click the link in the caption below to download WorldPay's Global Payment Report.